Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus. Back again. I just posted a message called We Are Not Living. And in my explanations and statements, I left something out that was very essential as far as the understanding. I mentioned something about Christians. I talked about Christians not being of God and their Christianity that they display. I referenced it as being something that they got from the Bible rather than from God themselves. And my message to them that perhaps, just perhaps, if they had listened to God, the message that they would have gotten from the lesson of Jesus' life is that, like us, we all live in the society. And yes, we all grow up, we've been indoctrinated by the society, and we reflect it in our daily goings and comings. And so in the middle of that, we began to think that, hey, it's right. Who's telling us it's wrong? And it's got to be right because we're comparing it to other nations that we are saying are wrong. So we are always constantly dividing ourselves from other nations, making sure that we maintain ourselves by that propaganda that we fed ourselves, so we don't have anything to worry about. Man, that's a statement of itself of us walking in darkness. But anyway, I was telling you about the Christian thing, about listening and accepting Jesus, at least the message that we got from the preachers who were telling us about the people who wrote the Bible, about the people who were in the Bible, and all of that was filtered. And now we're supposed to say we know God. Well, I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, the message that I got, and I'm so glad I can share it with you because it's definitely not the message you got. And that was, having lived here in the middle of all this and accepted it as being all right, for some strange reason, something happens in our lives. And we find out that there are things that's happening that we really don't like. And it's the pain and suffering that other folks have to go through. Then we ask ourselves, why do they have to go through that? And if we really care, we start looking around and finding out that the reason that these things happen is because of the policies, the things that some people are trying to perpetrate, and other people are going along with it, whether they accept it or not, they're going along with it, and it's causing these dangers, this sickness, this virus. And it just continues because nobody wants to do anything about it. And in order to do something about it, they got the system set up so you're breaking the law. And so they got the police to protect the law, to force you to go with it. Go along with it. You're being forced to go along with the devil. But you didn't know that at first. You only know that now, since you had your eyes open. The Spirit has come and awakened you. You stopped listening to the preacher. And you started listening to your spirit. The spirit that gives you life, that breath that came into you that allowed you to say, man. Anyway, that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted you to know that being a Christian means when you wake up, you start doing something about it. First of all, you start speaking out about it. And to the best of your ability, you start addressing the situations where people need health care. You try to make sure that everybody got health care. You expose the fact that everybody's due health care. You expose it. Expose the fact that the reason that people are being denied health care is because of the system, because of the policies, because of the people that's profiteering off of other people's sickness. You start exposing that stuff. People start waking up and say, oh, we got to get rid of this. Then you start talking about why people don't get health education. Same old thing. You expose that stuff. Tell them why people can have that education. People start saying, oh, we got to get rid of that. Next thing when they come down to housing, food and shelter, start explaining that stuff, exposing it, telling it how it's supposed to be, how everybody can have their needs met. Show that stuff. And they say, oh, I didn't know that. Then they start fixing that stuff. Well, see, that's what the devil don't want. That's why all that stuff still exists, because nobody's getting rid of that stuff. But see, Jesus says, the thing that means being a Christian means that you don't accept that stuff. 400 years, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how long Christianity been here. A couple thousand years, they say. I don't know. But Christianity is here in America. They want to root on it. Right now, you got all those Christian preachers over there with the devil. I'm telling you, the devil over there trying to talk about division, talking about white supremacy, they're over there. The Falwells, the Grahams, the Osteens, they're over there. Right over there with the money makers, with the money changers, selling God. But this God that I tell you about isn't talking about division like that. We're talking about division between righteousness and unrighteousness. We're talking about a standard of living. We're talking about a way of life that eliminates pain and suffering. Look, Christians, let me tell you, let's take a married couple. Let's say the husband is a what you call a do nothing in the eyes of the people. He's a do nothing. That doesn't mean that he's a do nothing. But let's say in the eyes of the people, he's one of them do nothing husbands. Don't do nothing. And what do you think the wife feels about him? Does she love him? Or she probably can't stand him. Now, you know the world that we live in, especially by the number of divorces, she can't stand him. Well, but she goes to church. She's a Christian. Why is he a do-nothing? I'm sure there must be some reasons why he's a do-nothing. A lot of bugs or something out here. Mosquitoes. Anyway, let's say the reverse. The do-nothing husband got a wife that he hasn't slept with in years. But she's a Christian. Now, the only thing they can do in this type of environment, if they have children, is bring into the world a bunch of do-nothing children. So now you got the extenuation all over the country, do-nothings, calling themselves Christians. And all around us is the pain and the suffering because the devil is getting away and people can't see it. They cannot see it. They blame the weakest and easiest thing that they can to blame. Nobody blame, and as they blame these, which is not the problem, there's a symptom. They keep growing and growing and growing. The cancer keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you start knocking at a symptom. Stop the cops from a chokehold, a symptom. Get out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. Because I know I'm bugging you like these mosquitoes bugging me. I'm doing a good job. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.